Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the September market. Okay, so here's where I'm at for September market. Okay, there's a lot of good things that are happening in the market right now. The biggest thing is the sales are off the chart. Anybody that you talk to out there, any real estate agent out there is saying that they're busier than ever. And here's a couple things that's driving that. So the one thing is the rates are driving the market to an insane level. Like people from all over are trying to buy houses, refinance houses, anything they can, because honestly, if you're going to get something in the twos, this is almost like free money. We've never seen money this cheap before. So in the housing market, what you're looking at right now is like super low rates. And when you go to put an offer on a house, there's going to be a lot of people fighting to get that same house because everybody wants a little piece of what's happening right now. Okay, so some of the stats that are out there right now are pending home sales are up 15.5% year over year. So what I've kind of said with this pandemic is that I really think that us being, some states being shelter in place, but us definitely have to be in our house more has made home a lot more important to us, which is making a lot of more people that have never really owned a house again wanting to go in and buy their first house or move up into a house because you're realizing that, hey, I need something better if I'm going to have my kids at school doing homeschool or whatever, at being at home more often. One thing that's driving the market right now is that people that have never bought in houses before, so that's called first-time home buyers, right now they're like, dang, I could get a house for cheaper than I can rent for. I mean, with rents rising and interest rates so low, it's really causing a lot of the people that have never owned houses before, never thought about owning houses before, to purchase a house. So when you're looking at the housing market in September, I really don't see it slowing down. There was recently an article put out that said if 20% more houses were on the market, we'd have 20% more sales. And based off of the phone calls that I'm getting to take pre-quals to get people into their houses, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing if we had a lot more houses available out there, they would sell right now because it's that crazy out there. Right now, the housing continues to be the bright spot in the economy. With there being so many things going on, with there being such, unemployment rates that are at different levels than we've seen in the last few years, the housing is really what's driving the economy. And in September, I believe that that's just going to continue pushing forward. Another thing to kind of keep your eye on, or I'm going to keep my eye on as I watch this market and try to predict what's happening in the future so that we know how to lock people and what to do when people are looking at houses, is the forbearances. And just to recap what the forbearance is that with all this craziness that's happened with COVID-19, when it first started, the government came out and said, hey, there's a lot of people out of work, so mortgage companies, you need to allow people forbearances where they could skip 3 months payments. Now sometimes people are up to like 6 months payments where you can skip it. Well, those laws are shortly coming to an end if they're not extended further. So as forbearances end, and if the people that have skipped those payments aren't back to work yet, they're going to have a hard time making payments, which if that happens, they have a couple choices. They either list their property for sale, and then we'll have more properties on the market, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depending on how many more properties show up, or they end up letting go of their house, something like that. So those kind of things with the forbearances and how that has an effect on the economy is definitely something to watch out for, because it could affect our housing market in the future. Again, I don't think September we have to worry about that. I think it's more later in the year that we need to worry about that, but it's something to watch what's happening and what the trend is right now. And one other thing to look out for, or that I'm watching, is I'm watching the reaction to the stock market and the markets in general as we get closer to that fun November 3rd election that we're all sitting here hanging for. So as we get closer to that, we need to, just kind of watch and see what things are doing to see if there's going to be anything that's going to affect our housing market. Again, right now I stay optimistic that September is going to be a really good month, is really strong. Rates right now are super low. None of the economists that are out there are predicting any spike in interest rates. These are just a few things that I have on my mind each day as I watch what happens in the market to see, you know, moving forward where we'll be. And if I see any changes, you'll hear it from me. I will let you know right when I see any changes. Although for September, everything is looking very bright right now and the economy is moving forward as far as housing is concerned, there's still a couple things that I'm going to watch really closely because these things could change the economy quickly, okay? So one of those items is right now what's driving the economy is the low rates. So if we start seeing spikes in rates, which to be honest with you, I don't believe is going to happen in September, but we didn't see them going down this far either. So it's something that we just kind of have to keep our eye on. If we start seeing spikes in interest rates, we're going to see a bit of a slowdown in the housing market. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, I'm going to leave my phone number right on the screen. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.